Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So it is May 24th, so 14 days post-surgery. Just saw Sarah today up there at the office, and surprise, surprise, in 4 days I have lost 12 pounds. No, sorry, 13 pounds. 13 pounds in 12 days. I'm sorry, 4 days. It just blows my mind. I just can't fathom how that's possible, but it is. But seeing her today, I mean, we went over a whole bunch of things. I mean, it was almost like an information overload. It was a lot of info to take in and to refresh, but you're kind of in a daze when, after it all, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's hard to retain that information. So now we're starting in on real food, solid food. However, when you eat it, put it in your mouth and you chew till it's like a puree, like almost like baby food, almost. I mean, you're not eating baby food, obviously, but and then when you swallow a little bit at a time, because your stomach, what's the best analogy? It's like a funnel, okay? It's like a funnel. All the liquid comes down and swirls down into this one spot, but if you fill it up too quick, it's all going to get kind of cluttered at the top. And that happened to me today, and boy, did that hurt. It took nearly 20 minutes for it to move down into my stomach. I mean, you could feel it. It was like an intense pressure right there at the top of your stomach. It's just really hard to explain, but that's the best I got. But yeah, it took about 20 minutes for it to actually go into your stomach. So at this point, you start introducing foods very slowly, like cottage cheese, yogurt, things that are already kind of pre-mushed up. I mean, you can still have chicken and stuff like that, just mush it up prior. I mean, you don't need to put it in a blender or anything like that. You don't need to do that. But mush it up real good, and then take little bites. I mean, little bites. And chew, and swallow very slow, very little bit of it at a time. And you should be all right. So now we're introducing foods, as I said, but now we're also we're trying to get the protein. Now, since I'm a big guy, I need anywhere between 60 to 80. Really, I need like 80 grams of protein a day. Just because guys, they have more muscle. Women, 50 or 60, mainly 60. Once again, you consult your own doctor about that, because you might be different. Everyone's mileage differs. So you need to start introducing a multivitamin, also a pill that includes iron. Now remember, iron and calcium, they do not mix. They fight each other. Basically, it's just MMA fight, round one. It just doesn't work. So breakfast and lunch, there's little gummies, they're cherry flavored, little gummies that you have for breakfast and lunch with your food, either your protein shake or your Celebrate, in order to help get those vitamins in. And then the iron supplement for dinner. Now, she said that the iron supplement sometimes is hard to take, so maybe sip it down with a little bit of water in order to get it down there, but take it with food. Because if you take all this stuff with food, because if you don't, doing an empty stomach, it can really, really upset your stomach. I mean, just big time. So make sure you're taking it with food, either a shake, all that stuff. And you should be fine. Also, make sure at this time that you go over with your practitioner or your, the person that you're seeing, go over all of your medications. Make sure you're taking what you're supposed to be taking and know what you're not supposed to be taking. Also, be taking your blood sugar test in the morning. You want it below 100. And then 2 hours after your dinner, take it again. 2 hours after dinner, and you want that below 140. Now, once again, this is for my case, so your mileage may differ, may be different numbers for you. Once again, consult your own doctor that you're seeing. And just keep at it. I mean, it's hard. Looked at my stomach today, and right where the incision is, it's looking as if it's just starting to make its own little, like its own little scab. Well, she said that's basically what your stomach looks like on the inside. She goes, so don't push it too hard. She goes, you can start introducing foods now, but don't overdo it, because those scabs are just forming now in your stomach, and it'll take at least a good month, possibly more, in order to heal it up to where it's decent. So, I mean, there was just a lot of information going on today. It was really an information overload. And I just got back to my apartment. It took 2 weeks to get back to my apartment. I mean, 32 steps up here, no elevator or anything. So, good workout, and boy, was I feeling it today. Oof, man. So make sure you stay on top of your Tylenol. Not ibuprofen. Ibuprofen is hard on the stomach. But make sure you're not taking too much Tylenol, because then that's hard on your kidneys. It's a double-edged sword. It really is. So take your medicine as they tell you to. Try to stay on top of the pain. Try to get some sleep. At this point in time, I'm struggling with sleep because of I'm a side sleeper, and so when I roll around, it feels like my insides are just ripping apart, and it hurts. And I'm also to that point now to where my tailbone is hurting as well, because you're sitting down, you really can't get up and move around a lot. So get up and try to move around if you need to. I was told today to invest in a memory foam cushion for your tailbone, and because remember, you're losing fat, and you used to have fat back there to help cushion your tailbone. Well, you're losing all this weight. That's some of the weight that you're losing, so therefore there's less cushion in between your skin and your tailbone, so therefore it's been known to hurt people. So maybe invest in one of those. So all right, this has been a decently long video, about 10 minutes or so. I'm tired. I haven't been sleeping real well because of pain. But, maybe they said maybe about another month or so, and I should be all right. I shouldn't be feeling much pain at all. It just takes time. Sorry, my cat. And so start introducing foods, egg, yogurt, cottage cheese, but make sure you chew, and swallow very slowly. You know, little bits in your mouth, small spoonfuls and stuff. And remember, it's 30 minutes. You can have water 30 minutes before you eat. But then 30 minutes after you can eat, you can have water again. Because you want that protein to sit in your stomach and really get digested. So that way, when it goes down into your the next stage, it gets not digested, but it gets all that protein out and gets it to where it needs to in your body. So that way, your body is not attacking itself and eating the muscles for protein in order to get day in, day out. So that does it for this video. Yeah, I mean, there was just a lot of information. That's all I can think of right off the top of my head. So stay strong, be kind to one another, love one another, and just God bless you all. All right. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching my channel. See ya.